As the seasons change, so do we. Well, beautiful 7-kilometer hike to start the day. Now, as most of my subscribers know, I always make an effort to get out and shoot the first snowfall. Anyways, as you probably can tell, I shaved my head. Now, why, you might ask? Well, the answer is quite simple, because I felt like it. What a wonderful way to start the day. Here in Canada, when it's winter, I like to see a little snow. When there's no snow, it's just cold, gray, and quite depressing if I'm being honest, but the snow brings a little brightness and livelihood to a boring, cold winter. Now, when I was out on that trail, I came across an older gentleman who was actually showing me around and gave me a lot of knowledge and insights to the trail I was hiking.
This is probably mink. See them on the...
Yeah, wow.
And you know, why are the mink here? Because the fish are here.
Fish, oh, very cool.
You see this?
Yeah.
All watercress. This is where the fish are. This is the springs. Now, I very often will see fish here.
Alright, just made it downtown. Now the first thing I'm going to do from the warmth of my car is launch the drone. Successful drone flight. You know, as a vlogger, when the seasons change, it kind of gives you a nice little reboot. You know, I've been to these spots dozens of times. I've shot here so much that I almost kind of get tired of them. So when the seasons change, when the leaves turn to fall, or when it becomes winter and there's snow on the ground, it gives it a nice switch up and it feels like whole new terrain. Now, one topic that kind of came to mind today while shaving my head and vlogging, I kind of was thinking about how people don't do things because they're scared of the judgment of others. For example, I wanted to shave my head, and imagine I didn't do it because I was scared what other people might think of me. Or I vlog, you know, vlogging is not the most normal thing, so imagine me not vlogging, doing what I love because I'm scared of judgment. And so many people live life like that, and it's just such a shame. Now, one thing that sucks with the Sony ZV-E10 and the winter makes it even worse is the battery life. Now, I talked about this in one of my last vlogs about the difference between the original Sony batteries and the small rig batteries, and man, I'm lucky if those small rig batteries get like 20 minutes. It's absolutely brutal, man. Also, if you're not from Canada or a climate that gets winters, it's still pretty bearable right now. This morning it was -7 degrees Celsius, and right now it's about -3, so still shootable weather, but when January and February rolls around, it could get down to like -20 with wind chill, and it's just almost not even possible to film out here, let alone the battery surviving more than 5 minutes. Well, unfortunately, I got to cut off this city excursion a little early because I have some jobs I need to deliver, but I'm going to try to be as quick as possible because since it's a bluebird day, we should get an epic sunset tonight, so I'll see you then. Back in the neighborhood, it's now 4:20 and the sun is setting and the colors are looking pretty good, man. Now that's another downfall about winter in Canada. By 5 p.m. it's pitch black out here. Alright folks, well after spending all day outdoors, this is the point where I'm going to wrap this one up. But before I do, I just wanted to touch on the topic of change, kind of bring this vlog full circle. So like I said in the beginning, just as the seasons change, so do we. And the only way to grow as a human is to go through changes. And sometimes change can be discomfortable and you might get out of your comfort zone to get there. Or you might go through extreme lows. For example, in my early 20s, I went through a lot of lows. Maybe I'll explain this in a future vlog, but for now, let's just keep it at that. I went through a lot of lows, but it shaped me into the man who I am today, and I wouldn't change a thing. Now, it's unfortunate that I had to go through these lows, but that's what initiated the change and put those steps forward. Now, the reason I say this is because I know a lot of my subscribers and viewers want to live a creative lifestyle, and they just either don't know how, or they're scared of change or judgment. And the one point I really want to get across, and I know I've said this in a few of my vlogs in the past, is you have to take that one step forward into the unknown, and then take another step and keep doing that until the unknown becomes familiar. And then when things become familiar, then it's time to maybe change up again. And never get comfortable or complacent. Always keep changing, evolving, and level up, you know? You don't have to be the person you were 5 years ago. You don't have to be the person you were yesterday. You can change today. So with that being said, guys, much love. Thank you for watching to the end. Be sure to drop a like. Thank you to my Patreons for keeping the dream alive, and I'll see you guys in the next one.